Imagine discovering a business that could completely transform one of India's biggest metal companies. A business connected to electric vehicles, artificial intelligence, defense, robotics, wind energy, semiconductors, and even space technology. Now imagine this market is currently dominated by one country, China. But now Vedanta Group Executive Vice Chairman Naveen Agarwal has announced a massive investment of 1250 crore into rare earth magnet manufacturing. Could this become India's biggest manufacturing opportunity? Could this create a completely new growth engine for the Vedanta Group? More importantly, could this become a future multi-bagger opportunity for investors? Or is the market getting carried away? In today's video, we will understand why rare earth magnets are called the new oil, why the world wants to reduce dependence on China, how Vedanta could benefit, what the financial impact may be, and the biggest risks investors should know. Stay till the end because I will explain whether this announcement can actually change Vedanta's long-term investment story. First, let us understand why rare earth magnets are so important. Rare earth magnets are among the strongest permanent magnets in the world. Without them, electric vehicles cannot function efficiently, wind turbines lose efficiency. Industrial robots become less effective. Missile guidance systems require them. Fighter aircraft depend on them. Satellites use them. Medical MRI machines require them. Artificial intelligence-powered robotics also depend on these magnets. In simple words, if artificial intelligence is the brain, rare earth magnets are the muscles powering modern technology. Now here is something even more interesting. China controls almost the entire global processing and manufacturing of rare earth magnets. India imports nearly 80 to 90% of its requirement. This creates a huge strategic risk. If China restricts exports, automobile companies suffer, defense manufacturing slows down, electronics manufacturers face shortages, renewable energy projects become more expensive. That is exactly why governments around the world are encouraging domestic manufacturing. India also wants to become self-sufficient in this critical sector. Now let us understand Vedanta's plan. According to reports, Naveen Agarwal has announced an initial investment of 1250 crore. The company plans to manufacture high-performance neodymium iron boron magnets. Phase 1 capacity will be around 1200 tons every year. The long-term expansion target is nearly 10,000 tons annually. The company has already secured land in Andhra Pradesh. It plans to participate under the government's production-linked incentive scheme. The company has also engaged internationally recognized experts, including the inventor of NdFeB magnet technology and other experienced professionals. This clearly shows that the company is building a serious long-term manufacturing platform. Now, let us understand why investors are excited. The first benefit is massive future demand. Electric vehicle sales are increasing every year. Every EV requires high-performance permanent magnets. As EV adoption increases, demand for rare earth magnets is expected to rise significantly. The second benefit is renewable energy. Wind turbines require powerful permanent magnets. India is expanding renewable energy capacity rapidly. This creates another major source of long-term demand. The third benefit is defense manufacturing. India is promoting Make in India across defense equipment. Missiles, aircraft, drones, and naval systems all require these specialized magnets. The fourth benefit is artificial intelligence. AI is not just software. Robotics, automation, data centers, and precision manufacturing also require advanced magnetic systems. The fifth benefit is government support. The government has introduced the production-linked incentive scheme to encourage domestic manufacturing. This can improve project economics if the company qualifies. The sixth benefit is import substitution. India currently imports most of these magnets. Domestic manufacturing can reduce dependence on imports and strengthen national supply chains. The seventh benefit is exports. Many countries are searching for alternatives to Chinese suppliers. If Indian manufacturers achieve global quality standards, exports can become a significant growth opportunity. Now let us answer the biggest question. Can this become a multi-bagger opportunity? At full planned capacity of around 10,000 tons, annual revenue could potentially reach several thousand crore depending on product mix and market prices. Because these are specialized engineered products, profit margins can be higher than traditional commodity businesses. Instead of selling raw minerals, companies manufacture value added products. Value added manufacturing generally generates better margins and stronger profitability. This business could diversify revenue beyond aluminium, zinc, and other traditional businesses. However, there are risks. Commercial production takes time. Technology is highly specialized. Execution will be the biggest challenge. Competition from established global manufacturers remains strong. Raw material availability is another important factor. Therefore, investors should view this as a long term strategic opportunity rather than an immediate earnings story. So, can this become India's next multi-bagger? This is certainly one of the most strategically important industrial announcements in recent years. If the project is executed successfully, if production reaches planned capacity, if customer contracts are secured, if government incentives are realized, and if the listed Vedanta ecosystem benefits from this value chain, the long-term wealth creation potential could be significant. But remember one important principle: markets reward execution, not announcements. Investors should closely monitor project progress, capacity expansion, customer orders, government approvals, and future integration with Vedanta Limited. These factors will ultimately determine whether this project becomes a true multi-bagger opportunity. If you enjoy detailed analysis on companies, stock markets, corporate governance, and long-term investing, subscribe to Corporate and Securities Law Compass. Like this video, share it with fellow investors, and tell me in the comments, do you believe Vedanta's rare earth magnet business can become India's next multi-bagger, or do you think the market is getting ahead of itself? Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Disclaimer. Welcome to Suffer or Seek Knowledge. The information, opinions, analysis, and views shared on this channel are provided solely for educational, informational, and knowledge sharing purposes. The content is based on publicly available information, company filings, annual reports, stock exchange disclosures, government notifications, news reports, and the personal analysis and interpretation of the presenter. This channel does not provide investment advice, financial advice, legal advice, tax advice, or professional consulting services. Nothing discussed in any video should be considered a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any stock, security, mutual fund, cryptocurrency, or other financial product. Stock markets and financial investments involve risk, including the possible loss of capital. Viewers should conduct their own independent research and consult a qualified financial advisor, legal professional, tax consultant, or other appropriate expert before making any investment or business decision. While every effort is made to ensure the accuracy and reliability of the information presented, Suffer or Seek Knowledge makes no representation or warranty regarding the completeness, accuracy, or timeliness of the information. Information may change over time due to new regulations, business developments, market conditions, or official announcements. Any forward-looking statements, projections, revenue estimates, profit estimates, valuation discussions, or multi-bagger possibilities discussed in our videos are based on assumptions, publicly available information, and personal analysis. Actual results may differ significantly due to market conditions, economic factors, company performance, regulatory changes, or other unforeseen events. The channel and its presenter shall not be liable for any direct or indirect loss, financial loss, investment loss, or damages arising from the use of or reliance upon the information provided in any video. All trademarks, company names, logos, and brand names belong to their respective owners and are used only for educational, commentary, news reporting, criticism, and informational purposes. By watching this channel, you acknowledge that you have read, understood, and agreed to this disclaimer. Thank you for watching Suffer or Seek Knowledge.